Got Whittaker a glancing blow. Hold on, Arenyeka. We saw one body shot hurt him towards the end of the previous round, but Arenyeka looking to try and close that gap, looking to try and move in on Whittaker.
And he's just whacking him around the side.
Round the back of the guard, but Arenyeka looks to try and fire back, catches him with an overhand right there. It's a combination there for Whittaker. The final punch was the left uppercut, just slightly. As you say, Matt, but he's kept things nice and slightly when he wasn't. Actually outside of the UK up until this point, but this will announce him to a few people, particularly if he can keep this. And he builds into the fight. He looks to establish the jab, then put the right hand on the back of it, and then bit by bit.
He's playing him at his own game. Here he is.
And as sure of himself as he comes across as he reaches for a long right hand there.
Muscular.
They're sharp, accurate punches. Good counter right hand there. And
Go again.
And that is good to see. That is good to see. A little bit of a...
Okay, keep placing it. Feints and touches.
Don't let go, nasty. Keep working right, yeah? Will it right out?
He has gathered that reputation very, very quickly.
Whether you like how he does it or not, when you actually break down the skills of Whittaker, his jabs...
That's a good jab. He does all of the spade work now.
Yeah, I don't think he's a particularly,
And break him down.
Yeah, exactly. Backing him up there, looking for the right hand over the top of that jab. Just
it will come.
punch power kind of guy, but he's very accurate, very sharp. Just, put him in his box, put him in his place.
To know that if he does that against Whittaker, then, well, he will be falling right into the surgeon's scalpel. Nice right hand into the body. Whittaker just going up and down with the jab, the combinations. He doesn't just go out there bombing, looking for that one punch finish.
He's targeting the body, but he's been quite passive here so far.
In one corner, a British sensation with unmatched swagger and lightning speed, Ben Whittaker. In the other, a Nigerian warrior, fierce and determined, Ezra Arenyeka. Two rising stars, two nations, one ring. Whittaker moved like a ghost, dancing, dodging, striking with surgical precision. He turned defense into art and offense into spectacle. But Arenyeka didn't back down. He brought the fire. Every punch he threw carried intent to stop the showman in his tracks. The crowd felt the tension. One wrong move, and the fight could change in an instant. Back and forth they went, power against precision, flair against grit. Then came the moment that lit up the ring. A perfect counter, a combination, a turning point. This wasn't just a showcase. It was a battle of wills. Two fighters chasing greatness and leaving it all inside the ropes.
Timed the right hand to the body nicely there, Whittaker. I think he's getting somewhere here, Whittaker now.
Work the body.
He was short with the right hand there, Arenyeka, and fell forward rather. The attack, but he hasn't really done it all that much, and when it has happened, he's able to give himself a little bit of space there, Whittaker. He could maybe have caught him. He pushes. Fair to say, and the reason is that most of the time when he tries something, he gets caught, but not there. Nice one.
Brilliant. He mixes the speed up. He changes where he...
That's a good left hand to the body from Whittaker, and then again just manages to slide down. Just backing up here, I wonder if a body shot has hurt him there just a few seconds before.
Where Arenyeka's coming in with the high guard, he's just taking bench, just taking...
He hasn't done all that much punching in this round, I think that's fair to say. It's his own knees. He's dipping in and out with that front foot.
They're great body shots.
And he's trying to get a few more punches off. Whittaker just caught by a long right hand there.
You can throw 2 shots at. Bobby's gonna weave, he's gonna move back.
See nothing. When he looks to get on the front foot and really let his hands go, that's when the technique can come apart. Through his education, just about to complete a PhD. Nearly timed the uppercut there, Whittaker, not quite. So here we go, they're scheduled for 10 rounds or fewer. Whittaker. Again, just looking to try and kill that right.
Take any sting out of him, any initial sting, although there hasn't shown too much of it already.
Set up those attacks. He's been boxing for a really long time, Whittaker. He was such a good amateur. Looking to time the right hand over the top of Arenyeka's jab. Heading towards halfway. One right hand there. So into the second half of the fight we go. Whittaker in the denim, Arenyeka.
He definitely felt one of them body shots, I think it was.
Three crisp punches just rattled off. A couple of left hands and some very smooth upper body movement. Arenyeka just flinging in a big right hand and then the uppercut.
Just has an ease, so he can block, you know, the body shots. He can block the, you know, the solid.
Now the right hand over the top. Heading into the final minute. If he's going to get a stoppage here, then he's going to have to just of Arenyeka. Final few seconds. Just as you left us, he goes to walk him back to the corner.
Have a breathe. Have a drink.
Whittaker, to be fair to him, didn't complain because he knew that he was making fun of him, walking him back to the corner. Arenyeka busy at the start of this round, trying to use that jab, that it may well...
Yeah, it's too sharp for Whittaker to catch the single down.
I think it's a little bit of frustration as
just
well.
avoiding that attack from Arenyeka. But as Tash has been saying, he's trying to keep that guard high. He's got nice long arms, so when he tucks up top of it, Whittaker with a neat combination there, and then a nice left hand.
To open him up with combinations and maybe some feints.
He's trying to walk in with a high guard and, with his hands so he can get there where he needs.
Whittaker himself, basically.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm sure he'll do that. He's your friend now.
We're great pals. Great pals. All night, but there's just that one instance toward the end of the fourth round, I think it was. He's tucking up and looking to keep things tight, the Nigerian. He's got a good solid shape to him, good right hand.
Ben, open him up, be creative.
Into the torso and rib cage. Well, he's going to take a point, I think, here, Bob Williams, because there was the headbutt in between rounds and then there was the elbow there. As you said, Sasha, that was a little bit naughty. Left hand there from Arenyeka right towards the end of the round. And you can see that that was a deliberate foul, essentially.
Yeah, look, the ref had no choice. The ref had to take a point off him there.
Arenyeka didn't quite land it. Again, goes for it there. The feet crossed, and he's booking in for a long job here, Whittaker, really.
Yeah, like I said, Arenyeka's he's got really long.
Go the distance.
You know, single shots, even doubles aren't really going to get through.
This is here, Matt, that Whittaker kind of wants Arenyeka. Used those ropes, came back off them. It's decent work from him. He does have that habit when he commits to those punches on the front foot, he comes over the top of it.
them little stab the bodies that he does, they're not our power.
Regardless, it'd still be good though, wouldn't it, to see him just hit Whittaker with that left hand into the body. He sunk that in all night.